is going on, guys? It is Wraith. I am back, even though you can't see me. We are here. We are going to do some more unboxing live. This time it's going to be our Traitors Legion. We had a poll a couple of weeks ago, and we were deciding between the Dark Angels, Sons of Horus, and the Ultramarines. And thank goodness the Ultramarines are last, so that means next week we'll start opening up the Ultramarines. We're going to do the Space Marine 2 figures, and then the following week we'll work on the secret level figures. Unless I get something crazy in, and hopefully I do. Hopefully that means, especially what we were talking about last night on Warhammer After Dark, maybe I'll get Abaddon, or I'll have Mortarion to open up live with you guys. So one of those two, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Also, I'm using a new microphone setting tonight, so in the chat, please let me know if I'm coming through clear or am I too low when I'm talking to you, because when I cut this up for shorts, I'd rather not have a low voice when I'm talking to you guys. So hopefully everything works out and everything is fine. But in the meantime, you guys can see we are ready. We got our Legion Apothecary, we got our Cataphractii Praetor, and we also got our champion. So I'm a huge fan of the Sons of Horus. I got my other, well, not all of them, because all I pulled out right now for this review is going to be Horus. We're going to throw Abaddon, or at least a 30k version of Abaddon we'll do a comparison with, and then also all of my my Terminators, so we'll throw those out as well. So, but yeah, so we're gonna jump in, but first we're gonna see who's in chat, because we got some awesome people. Benny Torres was here really early. I'm not sure if Benny meant to be here that early, but thank you, Benny. And then of course we got Kenzo. What is going on, dude? What's going on, Kenzo? And oh man, we got Andy the Collector. What's going on, sir? We got Steve Articulated Times. Awesome pictures today on Instagram, dude. Very cool. Yeah. Oh, and we got Two Finger Tony in here as well. What's going on, Two Finger? So my question to you guys in the chat, I didn't make a question, I forgot to, but I guess my question to you guys is, what, or can I make a question here? Let's see if I can do this while it's live. I think I can. But I'll just ask the question anyway. You guys can answer it. In chat, have you guys gotten these figures yet? The champion looks absolutely awesome. The Praetor is of the Justarian Terminators is really my favorite of this, because I love the Justarian Terminators. They were my 2004 figures of the year with Horus and that 30k Abaddon, which we'll show in a little bit. But this Praetor looks absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to pull him out. The Apothecary is cool too, because we haven't really gotten any other Apothecaries until this point when they came out with the with them. We got this one, and we got also the Imperial Fist, which I'm not going to get because I don't collect Imperial Fist, but I do collect Sons of Horus figures. So we're gonna open these up tonight. We're gonna have some fun. But yeah, so any Blood Angels, I'll give you a hand. I'm slowly working through my backlog of figures. Very cool. I really like the Apothecary. Is the new poll up yet? Not yet. I'm going to put it up right after this, because I wanted to give it a couple, because I thought that there might be a closer battle between the two Traitor Legions of the Sons of Horus wound up winning it. But I want to see if, I think it was Alpha Legion was coming up pretty close. But it's going to be the Alpha Legion versus the Blood Angels, and the Blood Angels now are becoming like the Chiefs in football. They're winning everything. So they've won the last poll for the MK3 figures, and now they've won this one. So yeah, they're on quite a winning streak as well here. So let's see, 1 second. All right, just trying to get my iPad to come on so I can see the chat with you guys. Alright, I don't know why this is not working. Oh, the time, man. Right, oh, now it works. What the hell? Brand new iPad, too. Alright, cool. So, but I'm going to try just to talk to you guys as we're going through this review with my iPad here. See, I got my new iPad. So, we're going to take a look at this. We got Diamond Gambino, Orcs, Orcs, Orcs. Yeah, I'll show you guys that actually right now before we start the review. So I bought off of Mr. Diamond Gambino, who's quite nice, these two orcs. So I don't have any orcs in my collection, so I was able to pick these two up, and I'm going to pick up a couple more, and we're going to do an orc, we'll do an orc fest in the near future where I'm going to open up all these figures. And this kind of goes into where I'm streaming World of Warcraft right now. The expansion's coming out. My wife and I have been playing it together for a long time, so I'll stream us leveling in the new expansion together. We actually got the early access, so Friday, I think it's the last Friday in February, we're going to be streaming together. You won't see her, maybe you'll hear her, I guess, if she wants to do that. But anyway, these are the two orcs. I play an orc rogue. That's the connection to World of Warcraft. So I was like, oh man, need some orc figures. I was like, oh wait a second, JOYTOY makes orc figures. I don't have any. So we got, these are very older. This is a V1 figures, V1, V2, V1 figures. But yeah, we're going to open these up, not now, in the future when I pick up a couple more, so we have a little bit of a larger collection to open up as well. So, and then coming up in the future also, we got our soft goods by Max Bird that we're going to be opening up as well. So, very, very cool. Because the Blood Angels are the best Legion. Yes, I agree, definitely. I have the Praetor the Champion from Two Finger Tony. Absolutely amazing figures, yes. Yeah, I've the Champion is, I think, the dark horse here, because I'm really looking forward to the Praetor. But I think this Champion is probably going to be my favorite out of them. I don't know, maybe even the Apothecary. So, yeah, they got to me safe. Thank you, sir. You packaged them quite nicely. So, very cool, and I'm happy that I was able to pick them up. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get some more, because they are absolutely ridiculously priced. I think I'm going to do, I think Big Bad Toy Store has, I'm eyeing that squig right now, so I think that's where I'm going to go for some of the other figures. So, alright, so we're going to start with the Apothecary. Let me bring the camera in a little bit here. We're going to do Apothecary first tonight. And again, I don't have any real Apothecaries in my collection, so this is going to be the first one. So, well, here's another question. Do you guys think we're going to get more Apothecaries as well in the near future? I think so. I think these are pretty cool figures. I think that obviously with the army builders, we need more of these I was about to say Praetor Apothecaries. So, oh, what's up, Cyber? There's another one of my mods. You are never late, sir. Don't worry about that. So, all right, cool. Well, you're not late because we didn't even start. We're going to start right now. And again, here's the Legion Apothecary. He comes with his chainsword. He comes with his Narcasium on his wrist, which is essentially a chainsaw, or it also doubles. I think there's I think the Imperial Fist one has the needle version of it, which these are used to deal with pulling and chopping up the Space Marine to get at his gonads, essentially. So, or his piece that holds all of the genetic code for him and making Space Marines. So, oh, very cool. Very simple figure, but he's cool. Oh man, and you gotta love, again, JOYTOY's packaging on these figures is absolutely awesome. I love the nice clear packaging that we get here as well. So, recover the gene seeds, yes. Gonads, gene seeds, etc., all the same thing, but I agree, Andy. I need that Sanguinary Priest. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's right, I have the Sanguinary Priest, actually. So, we have one for, actually, is that the first 40k version of them? So, I have that Sanguinary Priest. That's actually an awesome figure, so. Alright. Oh, it's globules. That's the other version, his globules. Alright, so here is the Sanguinary Priest. Let's step over to the side here. Let's do as close as we can get. Great looking figure, dude. Articulation is super nice and tight. It's passing the I'm holding you by your toe articulation test, right? We're not seeing any kind of, or nice no loose joints here is what I meant to say. And we got his tabard in the front, another rubbery type of plastic, very malleable. No soft goods yet. Maybe we'll start to see soft goods in the future. But we can see the blood at the bottom of his tabard. So, and that is obviously from a injured Space Marine or dead Space Marine that he had to pull his gene seed from. So, very cool. And we can see all of the wires in here, and then this is going to go up into his shoulder. Again, these are the newer figures, so we're going to get the it's going to be a pin that's on there for articulation, so you can pull it right off and pop it right back on. But I want to see a little bit closer here with the pipes. So we get it, and it's not going to affect anything with articulation. And we could see on the arm, he's going to spin it 360, no problem. And then really cool Narcisium, I forget what it's called. But yeah, oh, then actually, yeah, he does have the pin on there. The reason I'm so used to this piece is because, or this piece of armament on these Apothecary, is because in Cascade Demon Hunter, you always are going to have an Apothecary on your squad. And my Apothecary always had the beefed up Narcisium, so, or Narcetium, I forget what exactly the pronunciation of it, but very cool. And again, you can see nothing is hindered. These wires that are on here are not hindered whatsoever by the pipes that are here. So very cool. And again, I know there was the the Sons of Horus figure that came with a literal chainsaw butter knife on his Terminator armor, and I killed that figure for that. And I mean, the miniature is the same way, but this is different. This actually has an actual use. The one on that Terminator, the one who looks like Lex Luthor, if you can't get a helm on, who I'm super pissed at still, his is supposed to be used for actual battle. At least this one makes more sense from the perspective of what its use is for. So, makes much more sense. So, a very cool figure. And we can see on the side, again, this is going to represent they are part of the Apothecary. And that is their duty. Very cool. And we can see pipes underneath here. And again, oh wow, actually, yeah, it's not affected at all. And the tabard is also it's not attached to this piece on the bottom, so you're not going to have any articulation issues as well there. And then also we get the MK6 helm on here, and this is set up for an Apothecary. And no extra head, unhelmeted head, so that is completely fine by me, because as you know, I don't like to have non-helmeted heads, guys. And then the pipes also, again, nothing is in the way articulation wise, so very cool. I am happy with this figure so far. Let me see what you guys are saying. Why is this turning off? I gotta turn this off. Oh man. Okay, so this iPad is becoming more of a pain in the ass than a help on my stream here. So we're gonna put this to the side. I'll just read what's going on as we go through the review. So, pain in the ass. Pay like $400 for this thing too. What the hell? Let's get this out here. I'm gonna try one more time to get this thing to work. Why are you not working? Let's see if this will work if I do this. There we go. Now we go. Alright. Well, apparently I have to keep pressing on the iPad to get it to work. That's a pain in the ass. The biologist studies Xenos. Oh yeah, okay. Not an actual Apothecary. I dig that his left shoulder pauldron with the rivets. Not sure there's a technical term for it. I don't think so, because we've seen, again, this is, I think, just because of the MK6 armor, because we see all of those army builders or MK6 figures in the, or army builders in the line that just came out, and they always have this type of a pauldron. I'm sure there's something related to it for MK6 armor. I don't think there's something specific to the Apothecary. So, molecular studs that are sick to have in armor. Oh, okay, cool. Glad a lot of the heresy stuff has them. So, DG, what does the molecular studs? What is the purpose of them then? I got my Apothecary recently from Walkabout Games. What's up, dude? Recently it's awesome. Only complaint, no no unhelmeted head. That is not a problem for me. If you've seen any of my reviews, I prefer non-unhelmeted heads. So, but this looks awesome. Again, different MK6 helm than what we're normally used to um, with our army builders, and we can see the eye, the monocle that's in there. Obviously, that's used for like some kind of infrared on the battlefield, or to be able to zoom in on what he needs to chop off or cut into the Space Marine to get at his gene seed. So, very cool, very nice. It's got a little bit of gray shading also on the tabard. You can see tabard doesn't extend to the back, which is perfectly fine. This is more of just I am a doctor and I am a field doctor, and there's a purpose for it. But I do like the blood stains. I like the blood stains on the Narcisium as well, the little chainsaw here, and I do appreciate the attention to detail. Again, I haven't seen the the miniature version of this to compare it to, but I would assume that it's almost exactly the same, just a beefed up, larger version of this figure. So, very cool. And then we can see a red patch on his arm. Overall, very solid. And again, no problems with the articulation. Everything is super solid. I love these figures when there is no looseness to the figures. I'm sure you guys feel the same way as well. So, looking forward to new MK6 armor. Yeah, we got all. Actually, I ordered my contingent of all my MK6 figures today. I ordered them actually on the TikTok store. Excuse me, because a couple weeks ago, when I did the review of the what is it? Oh man, I'm losing my train of thought. The Dark Angel Deathwing Terminators. The main Deathwing Terminator 1 didn't come with his sword, so that sucked. And I reached out to them, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna send it out to you, but we need you to order something first so you can get it, because it's gonna be too expensive for us just to ship the sword." I was like, all right, well, give me a discount on the items, whatever I'm gonna order, and they were nice enough to give me a discount. So I ordered all of my MK6 figures from there. They're identical to what I ordered for the MK3. So yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I ordered an extra Blood Angel MK6 figure because I feel like they're gonna win. They're gonna win the poll that's gonna go up, where you guys are going to be able to vote this week. And on Super Bowl Sunday, as part of Toyhammer After Dark, we're gonna pick a winner from the chat, just like we did this past week when you guys won one of the Death Guard Blight Lord Terminators. So, alright, so very cool. So let's get his power pack on, but we'll take a quick look at it first. Oh, cool. Everything moves. We can see, I guess, that this is... I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is... Well, it's a caution sign on it. I don't know if this is oxygen or what exactly this is on his power pack. So, it's got to be something for... I would say life-saving, but it's got... You know what? Maybe this has the injections for painkiller or something for his needle into the Space Marines when he's taken out his gene seed, if he's still partially alive or something. And then also these exhausts rotate on here as well. So, what is up, Mr. Recon Rage? Hopefully you're having a good night, sir, as well. Did you order any Ultramarines? No, I did not. And you know what's hysterical about it? When I went to order them, all the Ultramarines were sold out. The Ultramarines were sold out, and the Imperial Fist. So I was like, oh, I don't want those anyway. So I'm in really good shape. I don't need to pick those up. But here's his power pack. Again, we can see the caution signs on there. I'm gonna guess that's either... I don't think it's oxygen. It's got to be, like I said, something that is being pushed out through his Narcisium. That needle point there, maybe something to inject into the Space Marines. So, all right, hopefully this is nice and tight. We've been getting this on all of the power packs. Oh yeah, super tight. I hate when I have a loose power pack. I actually have super glue right here to be able to super glue on the power packs if they're too loose. I did that with Dorn and a whole bunch of other figures too. I really, really dislike when they're when they're loose like that. And we'll move this around. This looks cool. I like the silhouette of the figure. Very cool. And then oh man, he comes with one of the things that I do not like, but that is okay because he's not going to have it. But he comes with I'm gonna guess this is a bolter pistol, but it's got some weird pipes that are coming out of it. So I don't know. I assume that this is a bolter pistol that he's coming with. But again, I don't like when we get this. Right, I wish that, especially for the price of the figures, that this was an open flap. You can pull out the gun and put it back in. And we're starting to see that more and more with some of these figures. But alas, this one does not have it. So we'll just throw it on his hip. And he will have it here. And this one actually isn't going to go on that. Kind of going on. A little bit loose. So, and here's his chainsword. And this is a new and improved version. Because this is the Horus Heresy version of the chainsword. So this is not going to be the same chainsword that we saw previously with the 40k figures. At least I don't think so. This is definitely a different design on here. It's I feel like it's a little bit longer, so it fits more the larger scale figures. Again, most of the chainswords that we've seen, especially for the 40k figures, they come with that V1 chainsword, and it's a bit short, so it kind of looks like it looks like a short-sworded chainsword. So I don't know exactly how we would say that, but that's essentially what it looks like to me. So I have a few coming for my Sons of Horus squad for the campaign I'm playing in. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Very cool. It's Space King. Ultramarines sold out. That's a sign. Well, you know what's also sold out too is the that Rhino that's coming out by JOYTOY too for the 40k Ultramarine. So I've been looking on a couple different sites. I'm not picking it up, but I've noticed it on most of the sites. It's saying that it's sold out. So very cool. I am very happy with the Apothecary figure. This is gonna go very nicely. I actually have to. We're gonna do we'll do a collection room review once it gets a bit warmer. Because right now, I'm in New York, and it is cold, and I don't have the greatest heat in that room, so I'm not going to freeze my butt off. But once I get a little bit warmer, we'll go back into the collection room, and we'll see what my collection room looks like now with everything that I've opened up. So, but this is a great figure. I'm very happy with it. Awesome articulation, awesome paint. Everything is super tight on this figure. I appreciate the longer, better chainsword that we're getting. Excuse me. We also get, again, paint splotch for the blood here, as well as on the Narcisium for his little chainsword to get into the Space Marines so he can get the his gene seed. So, very cool. Great silhouette. Even the stuck-on pistol on the backside of his hip, it works. Everything is nice. So very cool figure. Actually, now that I have this in hand, I like this more than I thought I would. It's definitely, I think the MK6 helm definitely helps big time with this silhouette. So, and I think with the and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the Imperial Fist one has an MK6 helm. I think it's a different helm, right? Maybe MK2. I don't remember. I remember it's not. I definitely don't think it's a Beaky, if I remember correctly. So, very cool figure. I am happy with this. So, and again, Sons of Horus. My collection is growing. So, very cool. All right. So next up, I think we're gonna do the champion. I think that's who we're gonna bust out next. And I have a feeling, Blake, I remember you saying you were gonna pick up 2 of these. Did you wind up picking up 2 of the champions? Because I thought you said you were going to pick up 2. You're going to do something with the 2 of the figures. So, and again, that figure came with another display stand. And here's his extra 2 hands. He actually came with pistol grip hand and a fist hand. So, it's fine. I am definitely not going to be changing out his hands. I don't even know. I mean, what would you? I have enough extra bolters that I could throw something in his into a pistol grip hand for it. So, but yeah. Yes, I did. I love that figure. You just gotta love the beaky. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so Legion champion, Sons of Horus. So here's a question for you guys in chat. What armor version is this helm from the Legion Champion? What mark armor is this for the helm? Is this an MK2? Is this MK4? I don't know. Or is this just a specialized version for the Champion? Oh, very cool. It comes with the extra unhelmeted head. But you guys know the deal with this. I am not, I'm not using this. And of course, he has to be just like Blake. He's a baldy, and that's okay. But I am not a fan of the unhelmeted heads. He has a mask on, so a couple extra points for it there. But yeah, I don't like this. I like having all of my Space Marines helmeted. I don't need to have him dome-shotted and killed during a mission. So, Blake, can you imagine running around on a mission without your helm on? That is so... Oh, he's a bit loose. That is so irresponsible of a team member. So, very cool. We're going to look at his stuff that he comes with in a second here. But we got a crack grenade here. We got a separate piece here. And then we got, just like Little Horus, we got the cloak on the top on these clasp pins. So this cloak will come off if you wanted to. And he has a little bit of a plasticky smell. I'm getting that waif coming up from him. I have a air freshener in here, but yeah, I'm getting that plasticky smell. So, what a regal looking guy. Oh, he looks good. That weathering looks great. Yeah, he looks good. Very solid. I'm very, very interested. Is this MK3? Is this an MK3 modified helm? I don't know. You guys in the chat, you let me know. But he is cool. I am so happy he comes with a scabbard. And again, the scabbard is going to be attached on his hip. And it's very movable. This piece, just like the MK3 figures, well, this is a separate piece. No, this is his belt is part of this. So it's kind of like the MK3 figures where this is not going to, like, flip around too much. It moves a little bit, but not too much. Maybe it isn't part of the sculpt like it was. But the figure looks really good. Let's take a look at some of the articulation on this figure really quick. So we can get his arms out to here. I really like these new shoulders. I like the fact that we don't have the ring on the inside of that that joint anymore. And so this is its own, I'll take this off. This is its own joint now. And we don't have to worry about like weird poses or weird gaps in the armor when we're messing around with our figures. We're either posing or pictures, so this is very cool. I'm happy with this. Very, very happy with this. Let's pop this back on. Oh man, don't tell me you're gonna be a pain. Come on, get it back in there. Not on camera, come on, get back in there. There we go. Nope, actually did not go. Look at that. Don't be annoying with me. Let me take this off camera. Save some time here. Very cool. Alright, I got it back in. Look at that, it was quick. Not too long, see? Looks like MK3 was spiked. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It looks really good though. It's definitely, the helmet silhouette looks absolutely amazing. I'm very interested to see between him and the Praetor which one I really like. But yeah, the weathering looks great. We get a little bit of chainmail on his tabard here. Again, this is all connected to his belt. We can see underneath there. Everything is nice and tight. He's actually, I thought he was going to be loose. He's not loose. It's, his waist might seem a little bit, but when we hold him by his 1 foot, he holds. So he's holding his weight without any problem whatsoever. Let me bring the camera out a little bit. But he looks cool, very awesome. I love this huge scabbard. I'm so glad that we didn't just get like a separate piece with the sword in there and then we get one out. I like having the open scabbards like this. I'm sure they can, as we're moving into the line and deeper, this is something I want to see more of. I want to, and especially the bolter pistols. that are sitting on their hips. I don't want to see just one piece anymore. I want to see the actual pistol on there too. So, and here's from the back side. Same thing, great silhouette. You can see where the cloak is. Elbow pads. This is also something they've added with the Horus Heresy line. We get the elbow pads on here, and they're very prominent compared to some of the early 40k figures that we got. They're sort of there, but they're not as prominent here on the figures, so that's awesome. And then we also get the knee pads, right? These are very prominent on here. We can see on the back side here as well. Great black wash almost, right? Great weathering on this figure. Very cool. I'm very happy with overall how he looks. We get the Sons of Horus symbol there. We get, again, the studs on his, was that his right shoulder? Yeah, his right shoulder. We get, I don't think that's anything specific. Maybe it is something specific to the, maybe that's supposed to be the Eye of Horus. I'm not sure, but that is the Eye of Horus symbol there. And then on his legs, he gets some more ornamentation on there. We get more wash on his lower leg. So this is not a clean figure. This is definitely washed out, which is quite nice. What's up, Neo? What's going on, dude? Very cool. So I am happy with this figure. Again, toe articulation. We can see from the bottom. We got pegs on the bottom of the figure. And there's that tabard. There's that scabbard, rather. Very cool. A little plasticky looking, a little shiny. Maybe a little bit of a wash would have helped out with that, especially because how this figure is so well done with the wash and everything and the weathering on this figure. This stands out a little bit. So, but overall, very cool. All right, so let's get to his accessories that he comes with. So he comes with a Volokite. I don't want to say Volokite pistol, but it's just a Volokite gun. That's what we're going to say. Very cool. Very standard. There's nothing really that signifies that it is part of the Sons of Horus, but it is very solid and very cool looking. And yeah, I'm going to guess that's a laser light that pops out from there for this laser to sight on. I am so glad that we're not seeing double barrels with one iron sight on there. And here is his sword. I think this is the same sword that we've seen a couple of times, but it's quite nice. It's weathered, or at least highlighted really well. We can see on the right as it gets down to the handguard. This is not unrealistic looking at all. Even where it thins out at the blade and it connects to the handguard and into the actual handle, this would be a full tank blade. But it looks good. Very cool. And again, silver on here, or shiny silver rather, for the blade is always welcome. And we get that red prominent jewel in the middle, and the handle looks good too. Sword looks solid. Sword looks really good. Plastic, the scabbard looks a little plasticky, but other than that, yeah, great looking sword. So let's see if this will fit in here. I feel like it's having a bit of an issue. Nope, there we go. There we go. So there is him with his power sword. Alright, and there's his Volokite pistol. We'll throw in his hands in a second. We're going to pull out his power pack. And his power pack, really cool looking. You know, it's a shame I don't have my other Horus Heresy figures out here. But I feel like this is, I don't feel like this is a special version or special sculpt. But it looks good. And again, weathered and shaded just like his armor, so it's not going to stand out as a separate piece. Looks very, very cool. What's up, Kenzo? But very cool. You missed it? Actually, Neo, you're in here now, so I'll show you really quick what you just missed and what my grand plan is going to be very soon. So I picked up from DG some orcs. Right, we're not going to open these up tonight, but I'm going to plan on piecing these together, a full collection of orcs. I could buy them all right now, but I don't feel like spending like $400 on these figures. So I'm going to try to get them all pieced together, and we'll do a full review at a later date. Very cool. All right, so here's his hands. He comes with a different collection of hands as well. We get the open hand. We get two-fisted hands. We get an open grip hand for his sword. And we get a pistol grip hand on his left hand. We already have a pistol grip hand in there. And we get another open palm hand. Shaking hands with his brothers of the Sons of Horus. So let's get his power pack on. Here's the other thing too I really appreciate. I'm so glad they went away from the design of having the cloaks, excuse me, geez, being held on by the power packs or around the power pack. Like, for instance, Castellan Garen Crow had that, and his power pack was abysmally loose, and I think that's a big reason why. Oh, his silhouette looks great with the power pack on. Oh, wow. This looks really good. Really good. Wow. Very cool. I don't know. I'm a sucker for this, like, bulky type of armor. So let's get his Volkite gun in his right hand with his pistol grip hand. Very cool. And we're going to pull out his sword, too. So we'll pop his sword in his right hand. Or that's his left hand, rather. Sorry. Oh, wow. This is really good. Man. I don't know, dude. This is very close to being possibly, I think, my favorite out of these three. But he looks great, dude. Absolutely great. Here on the back, we can see on his cloak as well. We get a little bit. Obviously it's black, so you're not really going to get any black wash or weathering on the cloak. But it does have a little bit of a dull gray in there too. And then we can see on the other side. Very nice. Very cool figure. Again, one of the things that I'm really happy about with these figures is that the fact that we get such tight articulation on this figure, tight joints, no issues whatsoever. Because if you remember with the Horus Heresy figures, with the Sons of Horus and the Imperial Fist being the first releases when we got those about 3 years ago, I've had issues with some of my figures where the joints are loose, some stuff is falling off, and I'm very happy to see that JOYTOY has stepped it up on all of their figures. So very cool, awesome figure, dude. I love that he doesn't come with too much accessories and he can handle everything that he has. So very cool. All right, so we're gonna get to my last figure on this review. Unboxing is going to be the one that I was looking forward to the most, because I love the Justarian Terminators. I think they're absolutely awesome. Great figures, great sculpts overall. So I was really looking forward to essentially their captain, the captain of the Justarian Terminators, right below Abaddon as far as hierarchy within that particular group. So very cool. He's pretty cool, yeah. Ah, yes, the male pattern baldness lead. What's up, Jacko Beans? Let's see. I knew a girl nicknamed Abysmally Loose in high school. Oh my god. She is a very interesting person. I'm sure that name references somehow her personality. So, again, Legion Cataphractii Praetor, he's the captain of the Justarian Terminators, and I love the Justarian Terminators, and we'll bring them out here in a minute. I want to do a comparison to him and oh my god. Oh my, okay, he's my favorite. I'm sorry. Dude, Champion's awesome, but like, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to pull out the camera a little bit too. Wow, holy shit, dude. I don't even have to take him out of the packaging to know that he is my favorite by far of these figures. Man, dude. He looks freaking awesome. Holy crap. Oh, man, dude. Dude, this is presence. This is presence of a figure. The moment I took it out of the box, just the way that this figure looks, oh my god. Absolutely awesome. I'm like fangirling out here over this figure. Put his extra stand on the side too. He is definitely a big boy. He looks awesome, dude. Absolutely great. I am very happy with this figure. Come on. And pop this back in. Oh, very cool. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, man. Dude, he is so cool. And yes, he has nice articulation. Everything on him as his joints are nice and tight. Little tiny bit because he's so heavy, but he's a little bit heavier on there. But so he's bending a little bit with this the articulation check. He should have tighter knee joints, but it's not loose per se. So, and I'm cheating a little bit. I'm putting my finger underneath his knee there. So actually, I'm gonna have to pull this out, dude. He is massive. Dude, he is massive. He is massively cool. Holy crap. Oh my god, he looks so great, dude. Talk about presence, man. Holy shit. So yeah, so he has his comp. We're gonna get to his weapons in a minute, but dude, just presence. Oh man, dude, and I cannot wait to get my. I'm looking at them right now. Abaddon, Juster, and Terminators, and we'll have a Horus sighting in here in a little bit as well. So he looks absolutely freaking awesome, dude. And we can see almost identical to the Justarian Terminators as far as what we're seeing. Eyes of Horus here on his belt, on his neck guard, essentially. His head looks absolutely great. We get the portion because I think all the guys either are bald or have a top knot, so that looks great. We can see the Cataphractii armor. We can see the leather-like pieces that are sitting here. We also get some of the spiky bolts that are popping out there as well, so that's cool. Why does this keep turning off? This is a pain in the butt. Let's see. But he looks absolutely great, dude. Absolutely great. Dude, I'm so excited about this figure. This looks so cool. Even got a little bit of black wash on this red cloak. So let's carefully go over this figure. So again, going up from the feet, here we can see the two eyes of Horus here. We can see on his arm guards for his bracers. They look great. We got a skull on here. We get it looks almost like another eye of Horus on his other shoulder pad, on his other bracer rather. Then looking on his belt area, we can see he has two ultramarine heads. So he's keeping his ultramarine friends close. We got a pistol grip hand on his right hand, which is going to be his combi bolter hand. And then we get the maul hand on the his standard hand on his maul holding hand. Very cool. And again, same thing. We're going to get the pegs for his shoulders. These are great and articulated, so he's not going to have any problem. You're not going to have any gaps with this figure. Wow. And then we get we got two more ultramarine heads on here. So Blake, your ultramarines are represented clearly in this review. And then we get his cloak. This is obviously reminiscent of the Luna Wolves. So he's got a Luna Wolf pelt. I'm guessing that's what this is representative, because before they were called the Sons of Horus, Horus was a Lunar Wolf, and all of his chapter before he became traitor was the Lunar Wolves. And so actually, Recon Rage, Blake and Chat is going to be getting a custom Horus, which we'll show in a little bit, painted up in the look of the Luna Wolves, which looks absolutely awesome. Even the helm is very reminiscent of that. Looks very much like this, but it would be the helm of what Horus would have had on the Luna Wolves. So it looks very, very cool. It's hospital wobbly. Very cool. And then we can see on the back, this is not really a cloak, and really a waist cloak. Oh, jeez, my voice. Waist cloak that's on the back. We see the Eye of Horus. Again, this is not all solid red. We can see a little bit of a black shading on the waist cloak, or the back cloak here. And very cool. And then on the back, we can see again the the leather sort of type armor or the material that's coming down from under his shoulder pads. This is very cool. I love this pelt. This Lunar Wolf pelt that's on his shoulder. Very cool. It definitely differentiates him from other Terminators. So, dude, I can tell you right now, this is definitely my favorite figure of the bunch that we just opened up tonight. So, very, very cool. From Walkabout Games, that Lunar Wolf Horus looks amazing. I know. I can't wait to see once Blake gets it, and it looks really awesome. The 16th went to hell when they betrayed Toradagon, him and his amazing mustache. Jacko Beans. Andy the Collector, the big badass space marine, goes into battle with his blankie. He is bald. Is that Linus from Peanuts? No, it is not. Alright, so we are going to look at some of his accessories, because dude, I love the helm. Absolutely love the helm. You know what it is? It looks like the Grey Knights. Obviously, I'm a huge Grey Knight stan, but it looks very much like actually looks like my cosplay helm. I have a full cosplay, if you guys don't know, of the Grey Knight Interceptor, based on this JOYTOY figure. So this is literally me. So other than the fact that instead it says Imitar on the front, it says WraithMace on there. Everything else is a one-to-one. Looks absolutely awesome. But this helm very much is reminiscent of the Grey Knights' very knightly looking helms of their power armor, as well as their Terminator helm. So this looks freaking awesome, dude. I can't, oh man, it looks so awesome. We're gonna look a little quickly at his, we got his banner that's gonna go at the top of his Cataphractii armor, and this is just gonna pop right in. I believe it's gonna pop right in. Yeah, it's gonna pop right in. And again, he's the captain of the Justarian Terminators. So in battle, you would think, oh, well, this is definitely going to highlight him and get him killed. But no, he's such a badass, it doesn't matter. He can tell you exactly where he is. And this is also, so all of his Justarian Terminators, well, eyeball where he is, essentially. So very cool. And here's his multi-melta. We get a bolter on the bottom, and then we get a melta on the top. Very cool. Oh man, I'm a huge sucker for the drum mags. If you've ever seen any of my pictures when I paintballed, I would always run 6 drum mags. I'd have 4 around my hips, right? And then I would hold 2 SMGs with drum mags. And so I'd run around and play paintball with it. We played mag feds where we had limited ammo, so that's why I would run around with the drum mags. But I'm a huge sucker for this. So drum mag for his bolter, and we get a melta at the top. Very cool. Very good. And this looks cool too. This makes sense. I'm glad that we don't have some of the meltas have like a barrel next to it where the bolter would be, essentially, but I don't know. I like having top and bottom. It makes much more sense practically. I'm sure that we have 41st targeting, or 31st or 30th century targeting for these weapons. So he's not running around. He's eyeballing his targets. So we'll pull up them all last. Here is his top knot, which looks very cool and not very practical, but whatever. Doesn't matter. He's running around with a banner on the top of his armor too, so he doesn't give a shit. So here is, dude, this figure looks so awesome, dude. Oh man, dude, what did I say the other day? Man, the Death Guard figures are awesome too. I think the Death Guard figures are definitely my, because I'm gonna separate it into different types of armor this year when we do. I'll do a figures of the year, what I think, and so I'm gonna differentiate between power armor, Terminator armor, Primarchs, and then larger than Primarchs. So, but this looks absolutely freaking awesome. His silhouette looks amazing. I can't wait to get the other Justarian Terminators in here, and Horus, as well as the 30k Abaddon. So, let's see. What else, chat? I'm broke right now, but I may want to pick him up in the Imperial Fist Praetor you reviewed a little while ago. Yeah, dude, that the one that I made that short, I bought 2 of those, dude. That freaking looks so awesome, dude. FYI, Black Legion Abaddon, and he is shipping tomorrow at LTK. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I'll definitely get, David Toys is where I ordered Abaddon from, so I would assume my Abaddon will be coming very, very fast, because I got the fastest shipping. And what I'll do is I'll do a full review once I get him immediately in, and we'll put up a video like that, and we'll do a live review like this afterwards. So By the way, Legion Praetors generally are what became the chapter masters of 40k. In the Legions, a chapter was in companies. Sometimes they were called Grand Battalions. Oh, I didn't know that, Jackalpines. Thank you, sir. Dropping some knowledge in the chat. If you guys didn't know that, I sure as hell didn't, so thank you. So here we go with his... Man, this thing is spiky. Oh, this hurts. So here's his power maul. Dude, this thing hurts. Holy shit. And outside of the Sons of Horus, I'm trying to think, you guys can help me in chat. What other legions have used the power maul? Right? Because we got one with our Justarian Terminator here. I feel like it was only the Traitor Legion. I'm trying to think of a Loyalist Legion that used a power maul, or came with the power maul in any of our figures that we got, especially Horus Heresy. But he looks freaking amazing, dude. I don't even care about his extra hands because these are never going to be used anyway. But he comes with a bunch of extra hands, another pistol grip, fist, and a pair of fisted hands and another gripping hand, just in case you want to have him with 2 power mauls, be a dual-wielding badass. So, very, very cool. My Horus Heresy knowledge is pretty limited. Andy the Collector. Same thing with me, sir. I concentrate more on the Grey Knights, but I am always willing to learn, especially from you learned individuals. So, alright, so here's the Praetor. We're going to do a comparison with all the figures here in a second, but I want to get out the other figures that we got from here. So here is Abaddon, and this is my custom head from WOG Toys. Let me bring this in a little bit. We'll do these two first, and we'll do kind of them one at a time here. But here, Abaddon's foot's coming off. I don't know if that's because it's so cold in my room, but Abaddon's foot was coming off a little bit. But here is Abaddon with his lightning claw and the custom head from WOG Toys. I absolutely love this head. We got our Black Legion Abaddon coming. He had a growth spurt, boys. He had a really big growth spurt. So, do we have to glue this in? I don't think so. This is supposed to just pop back in and stay there. I feel like it's popping out a little bit more than it should. But this is, oh my god, this is, come on, man. Keep your foot together. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to glue that. I don't know why that keeps coming off like that. That is quite annoying. Why are you popping off like this? Let me try to fix this really quick. This is going to bug me. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to throw some glue in here. You know what, we're going to do this live. This is going to bug me too much. Let me see, do I have enough glue in here to do this? So I use any of the figures that I need to throw a quick repair on. I'm using Loctite Super Glue. So this is the Ultra Gel Control. So we're just going to throw a little bit of glue in here in the bottom. Yep, we got some in here. Throw that in there. And then this has a peg on here. This is why I'm comfortable doing this, because it does have a peg. So, yeah, so we will keep it there, and hopefully that dries pretty soon. But here is Abaddon with his custom head from WOG Toys. He also has an awesome bolter as well that he comes with. But, yes, let me get this in here nice and close. We'll get a very nice close shot of both Abaddon and this Cataphractii Praetor. So, very, very cool. I'm very happy with this one. Let's give me a second here. Got a little bit of glue on the edge of this, so I don't want this to dry. Let me get that off. Alright, cool. Alright, so there you got to see a quick repair too live. Look at that. We fixed his foot. So, very cool. Here is the Legion Praetor. Here is Abaddon. Looking really good. Let's get in a Justarian Terminator. We're going to pull in one of probably my favorite Justarian Terminator. This is with the lightning claws and a little bit darker armor and a little bit more gold than that's on the... This is more of a bronzish color, but it doesn't really matter. I really love these figures. I love the Justarian Terminators. They're so awesome. And again, these also had that, these were the first couple ones that really had the shoulder pad joint here attached, and we didn't get the just the hinge, or the little piece that hinges around the shoulder joint. So here is the Justarian Terminator with the lightning claws. Very cool. And let's get in our, this is our multi-melta, or no, this is a dual barrel bolter. See, he doesn't have iron sights on one barrel, or I'm sorry, he doesn't have it down the middle. He actually kind of has iron sights on both of them. So ha ha ha, people in the comments. And then he has a chainsaw on the end of his sword. Kind of useless, but he has two drum mags on here. So he looks cool. He's got his power axe. Very good. And let's grab our power maul guy with the massive multi-melta. And he looks good. And then this is the only other one that I believe that came with a power maul. And these guys are a little bit shorter than them. And I don't think that that's supposed to be right. I think he's supposed, well, maybe he is. Maybe he's supposed to be a bit bigger. So, and then we get the dual bolters here again. This guy's coming with a hammer, power hammer. Very cool. All right, so there's our Justarian Terminators. Then we're gonna have to bring it out much bigger, because we're gonna bring the big boy trader himself in here, and this is going to be one of my top 3 figures I have in my collection. Still, this is one of the best figures that JOYTOY has come out with. I don't even know if he's in the picture fully, but this is my Horus, again, with that custom helm / mask that I have from WOG Toys. This actually got me on the whole, I'm buying helms for all of my Primarch figures. So, and there we go. Dude, if you do not have this Horus figure as part of your collection, I don't know, man. You are not doing it right. You need to have this Horus as part of your collection. This is such an absolutely awesome figure, and you can get it for a pretty good discount at this point. As well as, you guys, we have affiliate links for a couple different places. If you guys want, you can use the affiliate link for CoolToysClub, LT Cave, or now David Toys with a 12% discount. Your best bet for price-wise is going to be LT Cave. If they don't have it in stock, go to CoolToysClub. It's always between those two. Or if you want the fastest absolute shipping, which I'm going to test with my Black Legion Abaddon figure, you go to David's Toys. So you get that 12% discount also. That is the best way to support the channel, because I do not do memberships or super chats. So all this stuff is free for you guys here. So, and as well, guys, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. All right, so here is Horus. Great figure. The new Iron Hands character that came out for the 40K had a power maul. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. If anything falls off, especially his arms, he'll be living up to Failbadon. Stormbolter, oh, that's sweet. Thunderhammer, yep. Holy shit, that guy is huge. Just gotta love those that horse figure. Yeah, dude. 1/8 minus. Well, he is a big boy. He is an absolutely big boy. Salamanders have hammers, but not a maul or a mace. Also not Horus Heresy, correct. Well, we're going to see once we get the Salamanders in Horus Heresy. We're going to see what it's going to be like. So, looks freaking awesome, brother. JOYTOY kills it. Yeah, JOYTOY is freaking awesome. Absolutely Kenzo. I guess the Dark Angel of the Imperial Fist used them back in Horus Heresy. Okay. 1/8 if you're freaking Shaq. Alright, so there is our boy Horus. Again, yeah, this is definitely my favorite figure of the bunch that we just opened and reviewed. Jeez, I'm going to have to bring this back a little bit more. There we go. Definitely my favorite figure of the bunch. Let's see if we can get Abaddon in here as well, so we can get the entire hierarchy of the Sons of Horus before Abaddon lost to the Emperor. So, very cool. Very awesome. I'm very much looking forward to getting that Abaddon figure in. Hopefully this week. Hopefully I get that Black Legion Abaddon figure and I get that review out to you guys as soon as I possibly can. and maybe I'll shift some of the stuff around. We don't have anything planned for Friday night, so maybe we'll do that Friday night. So very cool. These are very awesome. I would highly recommend any of these figures. Absolutely, 100%, especially Horus. If you don't have Horus in your collection, I don't know what you're doing, dude. Don't know what you're doing. All right, so let's bring over the dudes who we just reviewed tonight as well. Let me bring this in a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so I already told you guys, I think, yeah, oh man, this dude, the Praetor, is definitely, Champion's awesome. I'm not gonna say the Champion's not awesome, but yeah, the Praetor is my favorite of the bunch that we opened up tonight. I can't even get him fully in the picture just because of his banner, but we don't care. I want a nice close-up picture of this. I'll just say the Apothecary surprised me. Very cool figure. I love the upgraded version of the chainsaw sword. Very cool. I like these figures. Super happy with all of them. Adding to my Horus Heresy Sons of Horus collection. So very, very cool, and I'm happy for it. So alright guys, that is going to be it. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. We are going to do our Space Marine 2 reset tomorrow night. We're going to start a little bit early. I'm going to start at 10 o'clock because I actually did not get it done last week. We spent about 3 hours with that new stratagem on hard. Did not get it done. So we're going to start early tomorrow night, 10 o'clock to get it done. But these are awesome. Again, champion figure, great figure. Praetor is my favorite. Apothecary surprised me. I'm very happy. I love the paintwork on all these figures. No loose joints. Nothing broken. Nothing misplaced. Everything is nice, tight articulation. So very, very cool. I am happy with it. So, all right, guys. We also have 2 contests going on. I will put up the poll for the vote between the MK6 JOYTOY figures, between the 2 winners of the past 2 weeks, where we had the Legions of the Traitors versus the Traitor Legion versus its own, and then the Loyalist versus its own. Blood Angels came out on top. So MK6 JOYTOY Blood Angel versus the Sons of Horus, representing here tonight. It's going to be MK6 for the next week, and then on Super Bowl Sunday, Toy Hammer After Dark, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do a poll, and then or we're going to do a giveaway rather. A poll is going to be during the week, and then the winner of that poll, with you guys voting, is going to be given away free on Toy Hammer After Dark. Spoiler, I think it's going to be the Blood Angels again, but we'll see. And then the other thing is, I said we have 2 giveaways going on, possibly another one with my Space King stuff that I purchased, and I have a giveaway for the No Girls Allowed Relic box set. If you guys saw that video, all you have to do is like it. If I get to 1,000 likes, which I don't think I'm going to, but if we get there, then we get there, and then I'll give that away to somebody on March, I think it's the 7th. We're going to give 1 month to get 1,000 likes, and if we don't get 1,000 likes, that's okay, because I can keep it as well. So, all right, guys, make sure you guys vote in the poll, which will go up either later today or tomorrow morning, and let me know which of the MK6 figures you like the most. All right, guys, I am Wraith. I am out. Thank you guys for sharing your Monday night with me. We'll be back next Monday when we're going to start up the Ultramarines. So we have Space Marine 2 figures to do, and then the following week we'll break out those 4 figures of the secret level. So we'll be breaking those out as well. All right, guys, as usual, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. All right, guys, I'm Wraith. I'm out. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Later, guys.